Good morning, this is Black Crow Walking, coming to you from Australia, and we're studying A Course of Love by Mari Perron. This course will change your life. It certainly changed mine, and even yesterday the reading was just phenomenal. And I only read a couple of verses a day because that's enough to change my life every day. So I'm glad you've joined me this morning, and I'm going to be talking to you about relationships, earthly and human. So at the moment, we've been talking yesterday about superiority and inferiority and being on those two extremes. And our language has encouraged that, our English language. Um, so I, I looked up superior words and inferior words, and I was blown away. There's hundreds of them. And so for me, it's like anybody who is portraying to be superior is creating war within themselves and war with other people. Um, and so today we're going to move on from there onto chapter 14, verse 5. So, what creator would create a world in which the highest achievement of life upon it would be to leave it in order to gain life? So that follows on from yesterday where we were talking about um, being taught that unless we're a good person, we're not going to heaven, and if we're a bad person, we're going to hell. Whereas in actual fact, we create that here, right on earth now. So what are you creating? What am I creating? I'm hopefully creating heaven. I certainly live in heaven with the view that I've got. Um, so I'm just going to read that again. What creator would create a world in which the highest achievement of the life upon it would be to leave it in order to gain life? We don't have to wait for heaven to go to heaven. We have to be creating heaven here now. And what creator would create a world not meant to exist in harmony? Harmony is life. What creator would create a temporary life and hold external life as the reward? Oh, sorry, and hold eternal life as the reward for death. Does death really reward us? I don't know. I think being in the formless is a lot easier than being in form with all this personality stuff we have to deal with. Um, if you can see the senselessness of a creator and a creation such as this and still believe in it, then you must believe in a God who is insane. You who pride yourself on reason and practicality, think if a creation such as this could contain any reason whatsoever. Why then do you believe in it? You who have made a God of reason and of intellect, think carefully now of what your reason and your intellect have made of you. How terrible would it be to realize that although you have tried mightily, a creation such as this cannot be made to make any sense at all. Those who have turned their backs on God and refuse to believe in such nonsense has simply refused to make reason try to fit the unfittable without seeing that an alternative exists. You are not asked to believe the unbelievable or to disregard all that reason would say to you. Only the opposite is true. You are asked rather to give up the laws of chaos for the laws of reason, the laws of illusion for the laws of truth. Think you not that reason opposes love, for love gives reason its foundation. The foundation of your insane world is fear. The foundation of heaven, your true home, is love. The same world based upon these different foundations could not help but look quite different. And I think we'll leave it there because it's challenging us to look at the way we are really thinking about the world at the moment. And look at your training. I mean, who trained you? Who trained you to believe that you had to be a good girl or a good boy? Or who trained you to believe um, that life on Earth was for you to work towards something that's going to happen to you when you die. Who trained you to believe that? And I know Christianity did that for me. I'm not putting Christianity down. I'm just saying that that's what happened to me when I was in that system. And so I worked towards, trying to be a good girl all the time, and developed a really good girl complex, really, which I have to work on. So, so for me, it's like, yeah, sure, reason and intelligence will tell me a lot that things aren't right, but it's more my feelings. I feel into when I'm feeling into things. I know that it doesn't feel right in my heart, and so it sends me on a spin. I don't ignore it. I don't say to myself, well, I'm not going to look at this. I don't hide myself away from the truth. But now that I know that God is love and that love is God, then for me, it's like coming back to love in myself and asking love, what is it that's true for me here? And feeling into that. And for me to feel into my life here on earth as the most beautiful, beautiful heaven that I can create. And every day I create it. Like today, I'm going to go down to paradise at the end of the point and enjoy being in heaven there where it's beautiful and I can watch the sea life under the water and I can enjoy the scenery of the lake. And, what are you doing today? What are you doing to create heaven on earth right in this moment? And what are you doing to fill it with love? And let's focus on loving ourselves today and loving everyone and everything that comes into our atmosphere. So I'm going to go down and love the lake. I'm going to love the trees. I'm going to love walking on the platform down near the water. I'm going to love being with my friends, and I'm going to love myself through all of that and create heaven today. So I hope you have an awesome time today creating heaven. And that's a challenge. Get out of your head and into your heart space and stop trying to make everything what you think you've been taught by dysfunctional people. Create heaven today. Bye for now. I love you. See you tomorrow.